What's going on? What's going on, everybody? Welcome
Hey.
to the Ladybirds of AFN. I know we've been kind of missing in action for the last summer. For the last couple of weeks, but life happens. Things must move on. Lost another relative on the way in this journey, and oh my goodness, I'm coming up on a very special day for me tomorrow. Well, actually, 12 midnight. But if I look at it, I think my birthday, I got to look at my birthday calendar.
Okay.
But I am turning 40 years old. No more 30 and 30 that is 40. And old. I'm officially in the 40-40 club. So
wow.
come 12 midnight tonight, and I will be celebrating tomorrow night. I'm going to be going to backstage because I am also a Prince fan, if anybody didn't know me, and his birthday is also in June. So they're doing a tribute to him. And of course, that's an older, mature crowd. So if anybody want to join me at backstage around 8 p.m.-ish, it's free to get in, free parking. To hear a cover band sing some Prince. And all this Prince glory, join me there, okay? And then, of course, the weekend, I do have some things going on as well. If y'all want to join me for that, we'll be at Atlantic Station having some Mexican, and we'll be going to do some bowling. So I got a whole event-filled week.
Nice.
I took off Thursday and Friday. I am not playing, but we'll bring that back up a little bit later. Let's go ahead and give a shout-out to the ladies on this panel. And starting right next to me, who do we have?
Hey, I'm Auntie Pam, and living in Columbus, Georgia. We could call Seatown. Hello, welcome to our podcast.
All right, Miss Pam, you already know Auntie. You already know her. She is the designated tour guide for us, and it's all over
the sewer.
Pam when I grew up, because the way these coins set up, all this local stuff, and maybe catch a bus tour here and there.
Definitely building my brand.
There she go. Look, Miss Pam be out everywhere on the cruise ship, out in Alabama. Folks like, that's Miss Pam out there. That's right. All right, and right underneath Miss Pam, and we see her beautiful face today, and we had a chance.
Christy.
We finally met her. We're going to a little bit about that in a moment, but go ahead and introduce yourself.
Right. Hey, I'm Christy. Dirty Bird fan from Mississippi. So rise up.
Rise up. And I want to give a shout out to our fans that's already in here in the chat. We got King Richie. What's going on with you today? How you doing? What's up, Queens? We got a Jordan and Kobe on our team. Yeek. Get some. Jerome in the house said, what's up? Queens, had y'all caught what Julio Jones said on the podcast with Roddy? And we were just trying to talk about that earlier. We're trying to get into that, definitely. Thank you, D. Coleman. Happy B-Day, Maggie. Now you got to do the Darling Nikki dance to celebrate. Oh, I will be. If they play some Darling Nikki tomorrow night, trust and believe, I'm going to be the main one up there in all my glory, because I am a diehard Prince fan, just like I'm a diehard Falcons fan. And that's tomorrow night, though, y'all. Is that
tomorrow night? So
June 4th is my birthday, but I can bring it in early. Happy birthday, Ms Maggie. Mine's June 14th. That's right. You got the same birthday as Ryder.
Okay.
All right. So quite a few people are in here, but go ahead and share this live out if you haven't already. Oh, I need to make sure that it is shared if you are on Twitter or X, if you want to call it, just share in our Facebook group.
Share.
Share this out, people. Let everybody know that.
Please do.
Here. I know we haven't been on for the last couple of weeks, but hey, we're here now. Going to the group. There we go. All right. So next and not last, we're gonna go ahead and bring our special guest.
Yes.
I want her to introduce herself, and just wanted to bring this up real quick. She actually was on. If you go back to Champagne Confessions last season, I want to say. We actually had her on as a guest then. But now, turns out, she is a diehard Falcons
fan.
All right.
Honored as an honor already, so I love it already. Let me go ahead and bring this beautiful young lady up. Let's bring her up. Drum roll.
Yay!
What's going on, lady?
I believe Red and Black.
Red and
How
Black.
are y'all doing?
We are good. And before we get to who you are, I think I had you. Oh, here we go. All right. Just wanted to make sure I have that. So
there you go.
Introduce who you are and let everybody know a little bit about you.
Hi, everybody. How are y'all doing? I hope you guys are having a great night. My name is Stina B. I am a comedian, MC, and hostess out here in the Atlanta area. I literally get the blessing to live less than 5 minutes from the Braves Stadium. If that doesn't try to define who I am, I'm a true ATLian, and it's Falcons or die. Like, it's Atlanta Falcons versus everybody. And absolutely. I'm glad I get to talk about that in my comedy because sometimes the Falcons can be comical.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We gotta laugh before we cry with these Falcons half the time. Yeah. So a little comedy don't hurt, and I love it. So, and of course, you got on that jersey today. I'm loving it. With the Falcons logo and everything. She's ready. She's ready. Mm-hmm. She already fits on there with this panel. Yes. So let's go ahead and give a couple more shout outs to people in the chat. I see happy birthday, Southside Ricky. Thank you. Yes. Thank you, King Richie, again. What's up, Queen? You are officially a cougar now.
Welcome in. Welcome in, girl.
But
40 club.
Young, so I might just pull a young one. You never know. Hey,
that's a side joke.
Hey, happy birthday, my daughter.
Karina.
16. Okay, so everybody celebrated Gemini. That's still Gemini birthdays. So I'm excited. Happy birthday, everybody that's saying happy birthday. Mine's is 6. Okay. All right, June 27th. Okay. Where are y'all Falcons fans and Falcons boots on the ground? You know what? For the Falcons boots on the ground. When is that? The Falcons fans for Falcons boots on the ground. When is that? Because I haven't heard nothing about it. So you got to kind of inform us about when that is. And I just hope it ain't when it's dead hot in the season when we finna have on these hot ass boots and
cooking
out there.
Roasting.
Because we was in Alabama about to pass.
Yeah, we were roasting out there.
We was roasting like some chestnuts, and whatever. So with that being said, thank you everybody for joining us tonight. Let's go ahead and get really well. Let me ask you this. You said you are a diehard Atlanta sports fan, Stina. So born and raised here?
Yep, born and raised here. I grew up on the east side. They try to hate on Rockdale County, but I made the cut. So Rockdale County is part of Metro Atlanta. Don't hate on us, but that's where I grew up.
Okay. That's good. It's good to have another diehard Falcons fan. So you kind of been through the growing pains with us as well. And oh my God. So I don't know why I'm so light-skinned today with this camera. Hold on.
I'm hollering.
I'm just a little too light.
Oh, now you're too dark.
I'm bright. Okay, whatever. We're gonna work it out. Whatever.
You shining, girl. You shining.
I'm shining today. That's right. So my steel-toe boots are on the ground right now at work. Okay. Miss Stina B, I'm definitely looking you up on YouTube after the podcast.
Yes.
All right.
Before we even get into this conversation, if you don't mind, Miss Stina, I kind of want to, since we asked you if you're a diehard Falcons fan, how long you been in comedy?
I've been doing comedy officially for the past 3 years, but I've been incorporating my comedy on a corporate level at work since 2016. So I got my start in comedy from one of my CIOs at the company I used to work for, had me watch The Marvelous Ms. Maisel and said I should get into it because I'm super funny. And they gave me the opportunity to host their rallies and be able to do comedy sets through that. And then my friends would let me do it. And then I mustered up the nerve in 2022 to actually do it publicly for the world.
Are you a comedian because you feel like people tell you're funny, or do you feel that you are funny? Because I feel like I'm hilarious. I laugh at my own jokes, and I feel like, you know what? Maybe one day I could get on stage and make somebody laugh, but it's actually a real profession to do this, to have the on the stage and have things, things that make people laugh. And I know how hard is that to just kind of do that?
It could be difficult because if you look at all the other comedians that you are fans of, it's all about timing. Timing is the key for everything. Even the Falcons, I won't even go there yet, but timing is everything. And so if you're able to land things at the right time, that's when you're gold. And I think that's something that I've had to develop over the years, but I'm kind of in my little sweet spot right now where, I've got, jokes in my pocket that I could just whip out at any moment.
You got to fill the room, I'm assuming, kind of like,
okay. Yeah, because, sometimes I'm at Uptown and, for those who are not from Atlanta, that's a more, multicultural Black, atmosphere versus me going to like Laughing Skull that I usually do every month. And that's definitely a more mixed crowd. So sometimes it's young folks, sometimes it's old folks. So I just try to draw a line in the middle so that everybody can laugh.
Relate to you and laugh. Okay. I love it. And like I said, me, Pam, and Miss Christy, whenever she's in Atlanta, we definitely want to come to the show out. And I know she always posting things, but I actually got out of that group chat that we were in because it was going nowhere. Nobody was responding. So for now on, me and you going to communicate and talk.
She's spilling tea. She's spilling tea.
I'm just saying, like, everybody want to be, want to do things, but when I actually throw things out there, nobody shows up. So we ain't gonna talk about that. But I'm just saying, I don't wait on people. I do me. So
okay.
So we're gonna play a video clip for everybody that wants to get to know who you are. It's Stina B. She's all over social media. She's on TikTok, Instagram. You're on X.
Yep, I'm there too.
Yep. Okay, so
even though I don't want to be, I'm there, child. I'm there.
I'm on there. I mean, because I'm bored, but I really don't. So we're gonna go ahead and play this clip, everybody, and thank y'all for tuning in. Just take a look.
So I'm a member of the CRAA. I don't know if you guys are. Comment Readers Association of America, Southeastern Division. So I take a lot of time to read comments on the social of the medias, and I was on Facebook the other day, and they asked a puzzling question that I had to answer. What is pollen? My answer, tree cum. No, seriously, it's tree cum. And I figured out trees are male. Why? Because they nut everywhere. They don't care in your hair, on your clothes. As soon as you step outside, you're choking on. Get it out your throat, sis. Get it out your throat. And then in my neighborhood, I'm surrounded by trees. So when I step outside, it's like Big Booty Tree 69. I'm getting a whole tree orgy outside when I go out.
Woo, but you are absolutely right, Miss Theta. Oh, yes.
She really was.
You being a chokehold. I don't even deal with pollen, but it was Mia. Like, oof. It was on 10 this year.
That's what I was about to say. It was on 10 this year. And I just couldn't get through it. It was ridiculous.
So y'all go check her out on all social media platforms. She will announce where she's going to be at. Uptown. What's it? Skull. I can't think of the name of it right now. Quite a few places and everything else. And of course, hey, she's bookable. So if you guys want a comedian for your event or what have you, we'll make sure you can drop her a message. I'll put that in the description of the video later, and make sure it's pinned so you can go find her as well. What it says. So that's what's happening when the trees are swaying.
That's it. Congratulations, you passed.
She need to come to our meet and greet with the coach. That'll be a good idea to come to that.
Yes, I would definitely. That's depending on what you got going on, but that's a Saturday, July 26th. We're not having our red and black event, but we are doing a meet and greet. That means you take care of your own stuff.
Yes,
I'm broke this year. I can't be feeding everybody and making folks drink and stuff. So have the budget already. Just know that we just here to meet and love each other and love the Falcons. Okay.
Yes. Girl, you just send me the bill.
That's all I'm saying. Okay.
Just send me the bill, girl. I'll swipe the card. You just gotta swipe the card and just close your eyes. You pray about it later.
And so he told me that he just followed you. So look, you get ready to get you a couple of followers. Like
you gonna get some followers.
that you
I appreciate it so much.
and follow and say you came from a Ladybirds of AFN.
That's
Go
right.
ahead. It's hilarious, y'all. You know, so these pine trees were treating my
Right, everybody.
I'm telling you, I mean,
it's
Yellow
bad.
River, okay, that's what it looked like. I didn't know what was going on.
That's why I was like, please, April showers, just come on, just wash it all away.
And that's what happened. We asked for April showers, and now it's June.
Yeah.
And we still getting rain.
Yeah.
So crazy. Won't give us a break.
It just don't get cooler though. It's raining, but it's hot right after that. It's like, you gotta give us
why am I still sweating?
Mother Nature.
Yes.
So on that note, let's go ahead and get right into our conversation of the day. But thank you guys for following Miss Tina B. We'll bring her name back up in case y'all catching the end of this show. If you didn't get her name then, we'll have her introduce herself once again. But I want to get into these Falcons.
Ooh-wee.
And I'm thinking, because we haven't had a Christy ruffle her feathers moment. And I think this topic
perfect.
This might ruffle your feather just a little bit, Miss Lady.
Yes,
so
yes.
We're gonna just start it right on off with the elephant in the room. Julio Jones. You know, this is the caption I got, but it was a lot more to it. And I know Miss Pam was listening to Matt, Mike, and them over there. Channel.
Yeah.
You know what? Julio Jones has retired, in case people are under a rock and don't know what happened. Julio Jones is no longer on anyone's team.
Nobody.
Not one.
Realize he's just, you know, a waste of body at this point because, you know, he just kept. I'm sorry, I love Julio Jones to death, but
I said no comment on the love part now.
You know, I'm just saying. But he had a lot to say about, you know, his career. His targets in Atlanta Falcons Super Bowl. He said he had 4 opportunities in this Super Bowl. And from what he was saying is that wasn't enough. He didn't get enough opportunities, but it's like,
wow.
Yeah, wow. Okay, well, did you capitalize on those opportunities that you did have? You know, so then we can go into a little bit about more what he said too, because it's a lot to dissect in his you know, his debut as a podcaster with HD and you know Roddy. And I love me some Roddy White, you know what I'm saying? So Harry, you know, he's kind of I'm in between the Atlanta Falcons, so I'm gonna keep it corporate over here, and you know we're gonna see how this podcast gonna go. But so let's start off with Miss Tina B. Did you get a chance to hear any of it? Because of course Androids, we don't get the luxury of hearing it or something. I think it's all on Apple Podcasts, but we'll figure it out. I've seen some clips of it, but have you heard anything that Julio had to say in his new podcast?
No, I didn't get a chance to hear it, but I did chat GPT it so I could get some highlights as she was bringing it up. And first of all, I know Auntie Pam, you said watch the L Word with Julio. I do love that man, but I love him for what he did for us. And you're right, Maggie. He is a shell of a man now. So Satcho. And
thank you.
Because you know what? I thought when I saw the original introduction of this podcast, when HD was like, we should have did this a long time ago. I was like, oh, this is going to be one of the best podcasts that I'm going to be addicted to that's going to come out, because it's got 2 of my favorite players. You know, HD, I love you. 83, I ain't going to hate on you. But you know,
Roddy's my dude.
Number 2 was always my favorite. I'm just gonna say that's my number 2 will always be mine. Shout out you, boy. I love you still.
You know, those are words that you get chastised for saying. You know, some people just don't believe.
We'll go to war for number 2. Okay.
Yes.
Come on, Auntie Pam. We in this together. I will go to war for that man.
Yes.
But not to get off topic, but like I mentioned, I really thought this was going to be a great idea. And here you come.
Not a great
Numero uno. The first thing you want to talk about is this. Now, Everybody watched that damn Super Bowl, boy.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Right.
the editing, what editing? It was live, so they couldn't have edited you out these opportunities. And I will always go back to that Panthers game when you was over here jumping on top of people, stealing footballs from people and running to the end zone, 300-yard games, and you're complaining about an opportunity. There's people out here that's unemployed. Please leave me alone.
Yeah.
They need opportunities.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You were the opportunity creator. That's why we named you Jet.
Yeah.
Because you would take it and take off.
Yeah.
So how dare you?
Mhm.
Then for two, I don't play about Mr. Blank.
Right.
You didn't come from Mr. Blank.
Don't play with
He
him.
do too much for Atlanta for anybody
Exactly.
to come sideways about him. He does too much in this community.
Exactly.
And he's one of those old school owners that just gets it. When they finally got Mina Dimitrov, that's when I fell in love, because I won't go on a tangent.
We call him
about
Dummy Trough. That's what
Dummy
Dummy Trough.
Dummy Trough. I'm never unsaying that way again. Dummy Trough. Because what he's to grind my gears.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't play about Arthur Blank. So you trying to cause blame to an old man who pays you for a job. This is your job. It was your job to make sure you made opportunities, because that's what everybody loved about you, fell in love with you. I mean, those years, I will reminisce on those years for the rest of my life. And you should be doing that too, not dragging people under the bus. And I'll leave it there.
Okay. And John and them said we got the SYGAD, sit your goofy ass award. So you get that a little early because it's a bias. It's gonna be opinion of Julio Jones, and no one's gonna check Julio Jones on this podcast. Now somebody might bring him to another show and say, Julio, now you said this here and there, but his best friends aren't gonna challenge that at all. So you're gonna get the bias part of what he felt went wrong with the Atlanta Falcons, why he has beef with Arthur Blank. Ms. Pam.
And they ain't gonna have no live chats of fans saying something on their podcast either. That's another thing.
Right.
That's right.
You don't want them problems.
Why not have that on there? Because the
Premeditated.
fans like to ask some question that you're not asking on that podcast.
Right.
They don't want them problems. He don't want them problems.
No, they don't want to do that. It's just to build his reputation so he can look good in front of a select few fans. But the majority of fans,
I was on an app that you can't. Everybody don't have access to, so it's like it's very limited and restricted at this point. Come on, put it everywhere we can find it. I'm
Why
sure
is that on Spotify?
Right.
It's on. Is it on Spotify? I hope.
I don't know.
I haven't heard. Some people said they couldn't find it.
I don't think it is.
So Miss Pam, how do you feel about that? Just kind of, you was listening to Matt Mike's and K Styles rendition of it. How do you feel?
I agree with what Mad Mike said. Basically, the phone call. Arthur Blank actually went on live TV, said he tried to call Julio. How come you didn't pick up the phone? That was the number one thing.
Never picked it up.
You lambasted this owner who gave you all the money to play, gave you guaranteed money to play.
Every time you ask for it, you get it.
There you go. And the audacity, you tell him that he said that you don't practice much or something like that. It's ridiculous.
And I'm glad you brought that up, Pam, because he did say that. He was like, who said that I don't practice that much?
What? Everybody that knew you.
Every Falcons fan knew that Julio Jones missed quite. If it wasn't due to injury, it was just you too good to practice.
Right.
He was not at no OTAs.
He did whatever he wanted to.
We weren't the only team that complained about him not practicing. The Bucks also complained about him not practicing. The Eagles also, everywhere that he went after us, he never performed at a level that he did prior to. We called him here Twinkle Toed Jones, because remember the number of times he may perform well, like one or two times in the game, then the next game He didn't practice, and by then he was on DNP. And so when he went to the Titans, it was the same thing. Then he went to the Bucks. What an opportunity to play with one of the best quarterbacks of all times at that time, and you did the same thing. There are some old Bucks fan chats who said he performed well at one game, then the next game he had limited practice, and then by the third game he was a DNP the same way. Then he went on to the Eagles to do the same thing. And then say, "Oh, I'm going to retire." So we weren't the only ones. He did that with the other 3 teams. So you
don't forget the Titans. He did that.
Oh, the Titans.
That's who he was saying that. Like, who told the Titans I don't practice?
Right.
I mean,
evidence don't proof don't lie.
Okay.
Fan base to see what's going on.
You know,
they don't lie. Evidence don't lie. There's receipts out
always
there.
Open and looking and seeing what these, it be people. I'm sure they got some insiders in there somewhere. Like, notice how we go to like training camp out there in Flowery Branch. We got Saints fans out there. We got Cowboys fans out there. We got fans of other teams that come to these practices and everything else.
Right.
Julio Jones ain't out there. Buzz. It ain't even got to be off the blank or whoever, but you got to think about it too. When this happened,
and then the same injury, the hamstring and the toes.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that damn toe took him out.
Damn toe.
Now a bunion just doesn't pop up. That means it forms over time. You knew you had that hammer toe.
I'm screaming.
And then you waited until we're in the middle of a season. Then I'm going to get bunion surgery. Come on, man. He knew he had the hammer toe.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
That's Twinkle Toes Jones.
So let me go into this chat, see what some people are saying. Yeah. But what I'm saying is, here we go. I can't watch the pod, man, because getting pissed off is a choice. I can't.
I agree with D. Coleman. Agree with him.
Was not in the wrong. Okay, we got somebody saying he wasn't in the wrong. I mean, and he has his every right.
Everybody has their opinion.
Everybody.
That's why I said he hit a select few.
He can speak whatever he wants.
Timing.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say timing.
Timing, yeah. It's like
that's what that was.
Now we're gonna hear Mr. Dummy Off and Dairy Queen. But at the same time, that time that off the blank, because he mentioned about was it Dan Quinn getting fired? He didn't want that to happen, and he didn't feel that the league brought him in to say, hey, this is what we're gonna decide to do. Basically, he was saying it wasn't Dan Quinn's fault, it was the team's fault. At the same time, around the time that conversation he had with Shannon Sharp happened, let's remember we was in transition from. So to me, I feel like he was having some bitterness about the Dan Quinn situation. For one thing, you got off the blank coming in here and saying, I'm trying to hold these players accountable. And what he said in his press conference was, I'm only talking about, because they kept asking, what about Julio Jones? What's going on with them? It's like, I'm only talking about people that show up to practice. Remember that?
Right.
I remember him saying that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm only worried about the people that's on the roster right now that is showing up. Whatever else is going on with
he has every right to say that.
Yeah. So if you felt that was somebody throwing you under the bus, where are you, Julio Jones?
Right.
Show up.
Right.
Show up.
Definitely not on the bus.
Who wouldn't defend somebody that lets you get away with murder? Who wouldn't defend somebody that allows you to do certain things? He knew no other HC coming in would ever allow him to do the same thing.
Yeah, and I see what Southside Ricky said. Honestly, Blake could have sat him down with him instead of ghosting him, but like Ms. Maggie T,
he called him.
He did call him.
He did call him. Julio didn't pick up the doggone phone.
It's always two sides of the story than the truth. So we don't know. It's he say, she say at this point. Arthur Blank said, nope, I called him. He didn't answer. And he said, well, you didn't bring me in to let me know anything.
Who said that Julio didn't ghost him?
He said, Tank, I'm hoping you're behaving. He's behaving. He's doing good. They said they would have had the ban on me that show if they went live. Oh, yeah. You know, because the fans would have asked some real die.
Oh, they would ask some tough questions.
Oh, yeah, they would have got in his end.
I would have been in there and chatting away.
It's Julio app, so he put it on Apple. Okay, I got you. Will the Thrill said, now getting his son ready to take the reins, and he's doing a good job too. Talking about off the blank, but it loves the blank family.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So basically,
I have respect for my owner.
But he answered a lot of questions about how he felt, because everybody kind of noticed his retirement speech when he was like, I want to thank the fans.
Yeah.
I want to thank everybody else in other organizations that got me where I needed to be, except the Falcons franchise. He mentioned players. Thank you, Matt Ryan.
Right.
Thank you, this person. Thank you, that person. But did he say off the blank? Or did he even say Atlanta Falcons for drafting me? For throwing all our coins at you? Because
we
acknowledge
that.
Girl, we threw the book for that man.
We traded a whole bunch of picks to get him. He didn't even acknowledge that.
Nope, he didn't.
And the audacity, I don't know if he did it or not, wrote a small little snippet on a Titan letterhead. That's what got me right there.
That's how
really got me right there.
Lion though was blank. That's what I'm saying. We don't know. We got the truth. We got he say, she say, then we got the real truth.
Right.
We don't. We never gonna get the truth. Off the blank's gonna hold on, stand on his 10 toes. If he got 10 toes at this point. I'm just playing.
Shame.
You know, he's gonna stand on his though. You know, if he's lying, he's lying. If Julio's lying, we don't. Let's see.
We don't know.
Matt might say, Tank said he's on his best behavior.
But my strange, all these former players let's use Michael Vick for example. He didn't leave, he left the organization, you know, because he went to prison for the dog fight and all that. But he managed to come back to make amends to this owner who gave him a shot. You know. Right. He did accept accountability. He did put a letter in the page to apologize to those fan base. For that, I forgive Mike Vick for that. At least you did that. Now, Julio, the only way I will forgive him, he needs to acknowledge what he did and apologize to the fan base. I think he has to apologize to me, because the way he left, that was not right.
Right.
In my eyes.
Yeah. So it says Julio Jones from Tank. It says Julio Jones also defended Dan Quinn when most of the Falcons fan wanted him fired. I was one of the ones saying he shouldn't be fired. Now look what he did in Dallas and what he's doing in Washington. So, you know, and there's some people that were against getting rid of him, and I get it. So it's like, I would respect your opinion on that one. But when you're fed up, you're fed up.
Yep.
Something had to get, something had to go.
Had to be done.
It had to be done. And it wasn't going to be Matt Ryan. It wasn't going to be, at that time, Julio, you know, well, hopefully it wasn't supposed to have been Julio Jones. But going into the Arthur Smith phase, he was just like, I'm okay.
Woo. And somebody even said something about Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan reconstruct his contract so this man could get paid.
Yeah.
You know, so don't cry me a river about that, you know?
What was Dan Quinn's record when he left? You got to realize that we were
that was a bad record.
In a bad decline, and it was like 2 or 3 years straight. Come on now.
Yeah. Say Julio, yes, I'm not going to knock Julio for being a great leader.
He's a Hall of Famer. He's a future Hall of Famer. I say that.
You know, he definitely is a future Hall of Famer based on what he's done. He's in his prime. He was the most amazing athlete. But at the same time, it was just the way it went down at the end of it. That's all it is. I still have respect. And I still have love, and I'll go.
He would never get in the Ring of Honor unless he takes accountability. That's all.
He's probably not gonna ever get in the Ring of Honor.
No, that ain't gonna even happen. You bad mouthing this owner, and you think you're gonna get nah.
Right.
Even Matt Ryan trying to help you, that ain't gonna even help your cause.
Mike Vick will get in there first.
Oh yeah, Mike Vick will get in there.
Hot take. So Dan Quinn was an okay coach, but him and TD drafted terribly. You know, I find myself asking him, did you want to play football or did you want to dress up and make millions?
Ooh, dress up and make real for me.
Okay.
Good point. Real good point.
Just holding the teammates accountable. That's what great leaders do. Okay, and I get it.
He didn't hold himself.
You can hold other people accountable, but what about yourself?
Yeah.
Let's just say, let's turn the fingers on our.
He puffed his head up too much. We puffed his head up way too much because he was so good.
And so good. He called. We don't know. We can only go by what both people are saying. Like I said, it's the truth. Somewhere out there, we don't know which one is. So we can only speculate on based on what people tell us.
Yeah.
They said Julio Jones said they didn't call him or the agent, and that's what Julio Jones is saying. It could be true. I don't know.
That's true. That could be true.
You know, I'm not in the locker room. I don't know what's going on. I don't have nobody's phone number, but we can only speculate on what we're being told. I'm feeling similar to McGarry right now. You're the starting blind side tackle. Get your ass to practice.
And he'll be the first one to be out. He need to definitely be in practice. He get on my.
So any more last minute thoughts? I know this one was going to ruffle some feathers a little bit.
Lord.
Any last minute thoughts on this? Anything else you heard, Miss Pam, from? Because I got to go back and watch it.
I need to go back to kind of watch it. I got kind of midway through it, but I think Mad might hit the point on what I feel, about that podcast. So I suggest y'all listen to his podcast right after the show, and get
it really said it was time for Dan Quinn to go. Laugh out loud. Okay. Why now come out? Thank you, Brian Allen. It says, Brianna. Oh, wait, Brianna. Why now come on out to share your thoughts? The franchise is headed to the right direction and shouldn't share his salty thoughts now.
Thank you.
Bingo.
Thank you. You should.
Timing
is bad.
Why now?
You can clearly see that Dan Quinn, they gave up on him, especially that Monday Night Football game versus Green Bay. So when you lose in the locker room, you're kind of losing.
You kind of lose everything.
Your grip on the team at this point. So you got to make those decisions, man. And honestly, when the players were asked, when Arthur Smith came in, of course, he was giving us his little wolf cookies and stuff, about what he was going to do. People was excited about that. It was like, well, all right, about time. People was excited about that change because something going on with Dan Quinn. All that brotherhood and all this was just not catching on to the to the team. It says Quinn was coming off 2 79 seasons, then started 0-4 in 2020. Man, get Julio out of here. Oh,
exactly.
True, people.
He was going the wrong direction.
Don't want to be in the Ring of Honor. Okay, well, hey.
Well, that's fine. That's fine.
And we can't question his. We're not saying that he's not a good player. It's just
that's not it.
That's not it. Confusing. We are not downing Julio Jones.
He's a good player.
He's a great player.
He was a good player before all the injuries. He was a good player because he went on to other teams and the same thing happened where he was never at the caliber that he was.
I'm screaming.
Prior to the hamstring and the hammer toe. We got to look at that.
And when he started hanging with the Migos, he became celebrity.
Of course, we can't fault he want a ring. Everybody want a ring. The fan base want this team to get a ring. Come on.
Right.
If that's the case, he wouldn't have went to the Titans. No tea, no shade. Like, be for real.
How's that gonna get you a ring?
Be you. Hey, Miss Unique, what's going on, lady?
Be for real, Julio.
What's going on, lady? I hope you're still watching with us. Thank you for tuning in.
Thank you for joining us.
So I'm gonna get a couple more last comments, then we're gonna move on to the next. I'm gonna really vilify someone for that. Worked out for D. Ware and Von Miller. Ooh, McGarry better than people think, though. I'll take him over other right tackles in our division. So y'all, okay, all right. So not the brotherhood speech. Oh yeah. We had a little bit of that, you guys.
Not as strange they got rid of that brotherhood thing right after they fired him. I mean, they cleaned that locker room
immediately.
And if Dan Quinn felt so highly on him and vice versa, why was Julio only had 4 touches in the Super Bowl but you wanted to keep him, and you're crying about not being used when it mattered the most. So
yeah,
I wanted to highlight that one. So
even in key games when they needed him, he didn't show up. So who would trust it?
And I'm agree with you with King Richie. I think both sides holding back on what they really want to say. I mean, get off the Blake on the phone. How about that? Y'all have
somebody get him.
You know, y'all duke it out.
Yeah.
You know, because off the Blake loves everybody, but he also is.
He's approachable. You know, I think he'll talk to him. You know, if he pick up the doggone phone.
Yeah.
You know,
Arthur Blank. If you watch this, just know if you want me to go handle that. We will pull up. We will pull up.
We'll have them questions
we will handle that for you. Okay.
He said you can't be mad at Julio Jones because when he got traded, he didn't ask for that. Blank backdoored him and shipped him.
But you were done. At that point, you were done.
That's your opinion. Okay.
You know, y'all keep thinking about that fine line right there when off the Smith came on in there, and these players was already out there practicing and everything.
They were out there practicing.
And the question was, where is Julio? What's happening with him?
Where was Julio?
Yep.
But
he got his money also, but he just wasn't there.
Yeah, Julio wasn't there, and you forgot that's when also Terry came in. And on tonight, right before our show, Atlanta Bird Game was on. He played a clip from one of Terry's interviews, and he said everybody had to show themselves approved, and Julio didn't even care in. So I mean, again, what was he thinking?
Yeah,
what was he thinking?
Was it?
And then he couldn't go to another team and have that same nasty doggone attitude. That ain't what I want to say.
That's right.
I know you got a little bit more to say about that, Miss Christie, but we gotta move on.
We're all done with that.
We done with it. You know, it was no reason to show up. It was no reason to shut up. The deal was already done when Arthur Smith came. I feel like who's to say? So, but we're done with this conversation. We don't spend almost an hour on Julio Jones.
Yeah, let's go.
It's over.
But now let's talk about another one here. Cal Pitts.
Ooh-wee.
And my question is, after this, is first, it says Cal Pitts hasn't been on the field during OTAs. Pitts is dealing with a strained muscle in his foot, according to Adam Schefter. But there is quite a bit of rumors still. Like, it's been circling around all off season, from last season up until now. And it's not making his case any better with him missing OTAs for a strained muscle. The question is he tradable? That's the question. Because this is what, 5th for him?
Yeah, this should
be
5th-year
option.
Yep. Yeah. So it's one of those make it or break it, prove it or lose it.
Yes.
But wouldn't he be a better trade option if he outperformed this season than the last 2 seasons? Wouldn't he be a better trade option after this season? So that's why I'm not on a big on this big rush to trade him right now, because hey, we need a little bit more leverage.
Yep.
I feel like now that we finally got our future, hopefully, franchise quarterback, starting from his, year. Well, technically, it's kind of year 1 for him, to be honest. Starting with the team, with all the first players. Kyle Pitts get a chance to work with him whenever he's off of injury. I don't see them trading Kyle Pitts at this point, but if the number's looking good. Somebody come up with an offer they can't refuse. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, coach said he'll be a free agent at the end of the season.
Oh,
so I think he'll be a good trade bait right now.
Okay, well then, coach, you right.
Yeah, you get what you can get.
He's a good trade.
Because if he go out and ball who could say they gonna pay him all that what he wants? You know,
that's true. That's true. How you feel about that, Miss Stina?
Child, Kyle Pitts be off and on the field so much. He like Atlanta's Bigfoot. He's so great, but you can't spot his ass nowhere. Boy, if you don't rub that damn muscle and get your
put some icy hot on it, put you some cold ice water, do a little
because I want him to be so great. Like we have had these type of players at the Falcons that have just been like, oh my gosh, they could like truly be, Julio-esque. I'll bring up number 18.
Kevin Ridley.
Yeah, like we thought that he was just going to be the one to just turn things around, and it didn't work out. And I wanted to work out so bad for Kyle Pitts here.
Julio messed that opportunity up. I'm gonna tell you that. As if he had to stay, he would have got a good mentorship from Julio if he actually stayed his butt in Atlanta.
What about Ridley though? What if Ridley wasn't playing around with his gambling?
Yeah, what if he wasn't gambling?
That was saying Julio messed everything up.
Yeah.
Instead of everybody blaming Matt Ryan, I'm blaming Julio Jones for all this. It's Julio's fault.
It's Julio's fault.
It's his fault for everything happened to Kyle Pitts and everything happened to Kevin Ridley. It's Julio's fault.
Pam. They're gonna come after.
That's what I'm gonna say.
Don't you talk about Julio Jones over here. But I see you, D. Coleman. Cal, exhale.
Yeah, it's tough because it's like you get the little wince. You be like, oh, okay, Kyle, go, boy.
Okay.
And then by the end of the season, you be like, you get 150 yards, boy, sit your.
But he's just so lovable, though.
I know, and we have to stop. And I'm sure Arthur Blank has a spot for him because he loves the lovable ones. But sir, we trying to go back, okay? He needs to prove himself, but also just like a lot of these other players, they just got to figure out how to stay healthy because at the end of the day, I will always say this: y'all are getting paid millions of dollars to do this as y'all's professional job, just like I am an analyst in my professional job. That's what I get paid to do. This is what you get paid to do. So I need you to show up and do what you say you're gonna do, bro. I want him to do so good. I really do. I love number 8.
For the guy, if he's still on our team, I am definitely still rooting for him to have a breakout season. Even if he's not going to be on the Falcons franchise any longer, it gives the his resume for somebody else to pick him up. I don't want it to be with we don't pick your sorry seconds and all that kind of stuff. Like, no, Kyle Pitts is a good ass athlete. And y'all getting a good dude over there for this nice little trade we finna get over here.
Yes. I will also say more opportunities for him, hopefully, with number 9, because I feel like he's completely different than all the other QBs that we've had recently with the blitz of I will never mention their names again, but y'all know who I'm talking about, them two. Especially that first one. Because what was that? Now, that second one thought he was going to get me. He tried it. But then he showed me his behind, and then I had to leave him alone too. But don't forget.
Yeah.
This is completely different for us. So I'm just hoping we're able to adjust because like I said, like y'all keep saying, I want Kyle Pitts to have a very successful season.
I'm rooting for him. I am rooting for him because I believe in the potential in him still. You know what I'm saying? I can vouch for some of the injuries and things like that. And sometimes when you have those injuries lingering in your head, you're thinking about it when you're playing and things like that. We're not athletes. We don't understand. Maybe that pull muscle is really bothering him but it's OTAs at the same time.
Yeah.
So
it is volunteer.
It's volunteer. So, let him sit on it, put some icy hot on it, stretch it out.
Get ready for training camp next month.
Get ready.
Right. Because I'm definitely going to be.
Oh, they announced it that we're gonna have open practice against Tennessee Titans.
Okay,
2 days.
So it's not
yes
Flowery Branch, but it's gonna be open practice for that. Okay.
Yes.
Wow.
All right.
It's that Tuesday and that Wednesday.
Okay. Oh.
And then they're gonna have the preseason game that Friday.
Okay. You gotta send me that information. I
will.
out the loop.
It's actually on the Falcon website, but I can send it to you.
Okay.
Miss Pam, I feel it. I told her I feel it. Yeah, like the look. I need those dates so I could, feel it.
Oh my God!
I know that right.
Ooh, I feel it coming on.
That Falcons.
I got such a wonderful boss.
Is it boiling up?
Is it boiling up? He said,
burning up a little bit. She can't.
Yeah, my boss works with my schedule. I got such a wonderful boss. He already knows.
Mm-hmm.
It says I'm going to another event.
And D. Coleman said, I'm neutral on Cal. He is balls. If he balls out, I said, he's balls out. I'm sorry, y'all. If he balls out, great. If we trade him, hope we have a plan and get good company. Yeah.
Exactly.
Those we get some good, but I don't think he's going to be out of here right now. At the end of the season, like Mr. Coach said, Mr. Unchained, he's
a free agent at the end of the season.
Let's see. I think Pitts will jump back on the NFL radar this year. Penix is great at what Kyle is best at, and that is deep ball. Okay.
I agree.
Rub some dirt.
I agree with that.
On it, damn it. Yeah. Rub some dirt on it. Grit to grandma, recipes and stuff like that.
The acupuncture, anything.
Castor oil or whatever they used to do back in the day, just
anything.
Hem it up a little bit. You're gonna be all right, Cal.
Look at Southside comment.
I'll get to his in a minute. I like what Scott said.
I am screaming.
If he goes crazy this season, franchise him. Long-term committed at this point is a tough sell.
Oh wow.
Yes, ice string tape. So do what it takes to get you out here. Yeah. Yep. I don't think cause Penix requested to keep Cal. And
yeah, he did.
I'm good on moonwalking Calvin Ridley.
I'm hollering.
I'm hollering now.
Let's see. If Julio stayed, we would have drafted. We wouldn't have drafted.
They drafted y'all forgetting they did draft Kyle Pitts, and Julio was still there on the team. Did y'all forget that?
No more phone.
I think y'all forgot that.
Pamela's hot take. So I see Lee Bowles. What's going on? Hey, ladies. Also, I would like to say happy early birthday. You're going to put my whole government name, but thank you. Happy early birthday to me. Your birthday is tomorrow, and I hope you have a beautiful and blessed birthday and many more to come. Hey, I got to send you an invite. I'm going out tomorrow night. I will be at the backstage because they're doing a Prince tribute. That's on the South Side. And after that, on Saturday, I will be bowling and having some Mexican at Atlantic Station. So if you guys want to join me, hit me up. It's a private invite, so I ain't just putting that out there. Now, the Wednesday night, that's open to anybody because it's free. Y'all can do what you want. But Saturday, I don't like a lot of craziness. So if you want to be a part of this, let me know, and I may send you an invite, because it's going to be my family and friends and stuff. So, it might be my mom and them, and, I don't need y'all to turn up much. No, I'm just playing. No.
Exactly.
I'm about to be 40, folks. So in case y'all didn't know, I'm hitting the 40. So donations are greatly appreciated. You can send it.
It's gonna be at Flowery Branch, Brian Peoples.
$$ Atlanta Falcons Nation on, Cash App. I take dinners, whatever, brunches, whatever gift cards, liquor. Whatever you want to send, I'm taking. Some stripes and get us some bowling lanes for free. It don't matter.
Pay the phone bill. Come on, take it all. Okay. You want to buy her some gas at the Quick Trip? Yes, she taking it all.
Please, anything.
Yes.
I'm hot and ready. Krispy Kreme donut. I don't care what it is. Okay. It says it's tough to see Drake give full effort than just look at Kyle, and it just looks so different.
Yeah.
I told you fans.
I love number 5. Okay,
that's my dude, man. And he has the attitude, man. I like the attitude. He don't defensive thing trying to talk bad to him. He'll talk bad at him.
Oh yeah, I like.
Oh yeah, I like that grit. That's what I need. That's what we need. I miss that from AJ Terrell too. He used to be gritty. Yes. I don't know what done happened.
Really didn't want to play for Arthur Smith. Roddy said in his interview.
Yeah.
Oh, really didn't want to play for Arthur Smith. Well, you didn't want to play football at all,
Mr. One. Left, slide to the right. Take it back one time. Like, come on, really.
Oh well.
What was your disco?
Last time I checked, it was gambling that got you messed up, not?
Yeah, it was.
Okay, because you had a decent season the season before, sir. So don't play that card, Calvin. I'm gonna call you out on that now.
Because they basically put the pressure on him. It's like, well, you the number 1 man now. So
it was so much pressure on him.
It seemed like they put that target on his back.
Yep.
It seemed like that's when all the hoopla started coming. It was like, oh well.
And he couldn't perform as a number 1 man. He couldn't do that. He's a number 2 man.
He's definitely a number 2 man.
He ain't no number 1. So
Drake should have
give me Taylor Gabriel in his prime over this man right now. Okay.
So,
I missed him.
Kyle Pitts, is he tradable or not? Some people are saying keep him, let him go into his, free agency at the end, but this might be his breakout season. But
I agree with you, Will.
5 seasons.
He's too tall.
4 seasons.
He almost built like Cam Newton, almost a little bit. Like he tall, he long. He should be Julio Jones in the balls.
Yeah, I think it's the OC that doesn't want to utilize Kyle, though, like a Shannon similar to Roddy. Kirk spoke highly and utilized him in training camp, but in the regular season, it didn't happen.
Don't bring up that disappointment.
Maybe a different quarterback will he perform different. Maybe Penix has that magic. We'll see.
Yeah, I'm excited to see
in Flowery Branch or in Tennessee. Do you know?
It's in Flowery Branch.
Oh, okay. All right.
It's in Flowery Branch, y'all. We got 2 games that that's gonna be a home game, and they picked the Tennessee one as the open practice.
Open practice. Okay. Are they gonna have one at the stadium too?
The game is gonna be at the stadium. It's gonna be the practice gonna be at Flowery Branch. It's a Tuesday and Wednesday day.
The game is Friday.
It's in August.
Okay.
And then the game that Friday.
I want to see James Pierce train.
I have to look back and see what date it is.
Miami. So happy birthday. Is my mom's birthday too tomorrow. Well, happy birthday, Gemini mom. She's amazing then. I can tell you that because us Geminis, we are amazing.
You shared a birthday with my dad also.
Beautiful life with your mother because she's a Gemini.
So, yeah, my dad's birthday tomorrow. Happy heavenly birthday.
Oh, your dad's
happy birthday.
Okay.
Yes.
Come on, 6 horse.
All right. Happy birthday, Ms. Maggie. You're still young. Thank you. I'm just aging like fine wine. You can't tell me nothing. When is your strip club night for your birthday? That's the only invite I need. Okay.
Oh,
y'all bringing the dollars. We can go to the strip club. You bringing it. You bringing the cash money. Cash money make the hoop. You bring that. We are going to a strip club. Okay. All right, let's get on to the next topic. We about an hour in this thing.
Yes.
We don't have 2 controversial topics right here. Let's just talk about Ryan Newsel earned his role as a starter. He signed a 2-year deal to remain in Atlanta shortly after the team began OTAs. He pretty much the last 4 years he's been here, he's proved himself be a starter center. So how you feel about that, Miss Pam?
I think that's a good deal. They needed to sign him. And the fact that the team come out to say he is the starter center. So that's a good thing all the way around. And you looking at the deal, it's a much less deal than what we would give Darman. Darman got the bag and went to Chicago. Yeah. And but it's a pretty good deal.
We gotta be smart with our contract. What's up, Mo? Mac Sound Dirty. Hey, ladies.
And
Ramsey, ATL. Oh, I see some people from Twitter. Thank you for tuning in. Oh, we got a Gemini thing going on in the chat, but Miss Christy, are you still with us?
Yes, I'm here.
You ran away from the camera?
No, I was trying to find my my earpod. My earpod.
So what do you think about Ryan getting that signing for a 2-year deal? Because he was a free agent.
I'm glad that he did. And
Me too.
Again, when we have good veterans that have not veterans, but when we have good players that have stepped into their role and demonstrated that they want to play and that they want to be here, he deserves that.
He deserves it.
Okay, and Miss Stina B, how you feel about that contract signing?
Yes. I got much respect to him. You know, he came in undrafted, worked his way up, started from the bottom, and now he's here with a 2-year deal. And I couldn't be more excited because I need more people trying to get it out the mud to let me know that you're hungry for this. I mean, that's what's going to drive us as fans. We're going to push that energy back out to y'all. And, you know, that's what we feed off that hunger. That's why we love Drake London so much, because he definitely just feels that you just know that deep inside that he is truly red and black. And shout out to him, man. Like I said, he undrafted, grinded his way up to the top. And you know what? Our O-line is much better because of it now. So kudos to him.
I agree. And I like that you said that because I'm always been about players that actually want to be here. You know, I feel like right now we have a good roster of players that just like, you know what, I want to be a part of the Atlanta Falcons team. Now, of course, we did have some people that scragglers that came along from the offseason that we traded in that's talking some stuff because they weren't used properly and all this kind of stuff, you know, but we got Nyght Ryder coming on in. Let me go ahead and bring you up in here, bro. What's going on, Nyght Ryder?
Maggie May, it's your birthday. Y'all already know what's going on.
That's right. It's got to be my birthday. Countdown. I might be on TikTok counting down my birthday because come on out tonight. I got to work in the morning. I'll be off.
Okay.
All right. You deserve it.
How y'all doing? Auntie, what's
up?
Hey.
Snaps. So I'm going to bed tonight after midnight, but I might be on TikTok possibly. So if y'all want to catch me on TikTok, and now just say I have a different type of audience on TikTok. If you didn't know who I am, so don't be surprised. It's Pride Month, so like if you okay with that, thank you. So I'm gonna bring in my birthday, but thank you, Nyght Ryder, for giving us, you know, because his birthday is also coming up.
A week from Saturday.
A week from Saturday.
Wow.
So we got all these Geminis in the house.
Got my girl's birthday in June too.
Okay.
Yeah, I have a son and a girl's birthday in June.
I'm surrounded by y'all.
That's what happened.
Yeah, one turning 30 and the other one turning 39. She ain't quite reached the 40 club yet, but
we hit the 40 club this year.
We'll be there. She's a year under y'all.
Yeah.
Welcome.
First
off, welcome.
Hey, glad to be here. Glad to be here.
You know what to expect in the 40-40 club. Earlier naps, or what's happening there?
You hit your prime in your 40s.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on.
But you also gonna be sleeping real good.
Come on, guys.
Not the Uso.
You know, y'all make me on July. I'm taking my birthday stateside. You heard it here first. Come on, man. Come on, celebrate your birthday. Let's go, man.
Yeah, man.
Don't be jealous. All right, so we're celebrating our birthday today, but we talked about, Mr. Man got his contract. He was a free agent, but he's proved himself. And like I was saying, it's great to have players that actually give a damn about this team and actually want to play and prove themselves and be
that
here.
Point.
So that's a good feeling. With that being said, we're going to go right ahead and get into a little bit about our Georgia Bulldog. Even though it's just OTAs and all that kind of stuff, but the hype is out there. They're seeing some potential. One thing that Raheem the Dream did say, he said, about this rookie. You only got to tell him once. He's catching on just like that. Like this man is showing that he is hungry, but as the captain says, the Atlanta Falcons have been impressed with former Georgia Bulldogs star Jalen Walker since he stepped into OTAs at Fiery Ranch. He's showing signs that he just is. He's a sponge. He absorbs everything. He wants to be out there. He already know the pressure is already on him being that 15th pick. Everything else, people was like, why don't we draft Georgia Bulldogs? Well, here you go.
You finna find out this year.
We finna find out this year why we drafted this man.
Now, I'm gonna tell you why too. Because let me tell you something. A lot of players that were coached by somebody like a Kirby Smart or Nick Saban, they understand the pressure and they understand the expectations of what come with it. You gotta think these guys are in contention for national championships almost every year.
Yes.
So they ain't got no choice but to know what's going on.
Yes.
Now, you can't have nobody. Now you can't have nobody say like a Ray Stevens that's coming out of Blue Mountain State or something like that, pick that number 15 and think they're just gonna come in and wreck shop. They ain't gonna know what to do. They gonna fold under the pressure because they never been there. Jalen Walker, even James Pierce Jr., these guys been there. These SEC guys have been in that spot. Like the moment can't get too big for them. They know what's going on.
I like that, Ryder. And Miss Pam, what you say about that? You know, I think you had him on your radar, other than another player that was on there. But how you feel about that signing of Jalen and how you feel about his hard he are?
It's they couldn't pass up on him. I mean, he fell right into that lap. You know, to fall past him, you know, that would be a travesty. So they knew that, oh, hey, he's coming to us. So they eventually took their time and had the fan base on the edge, thinking they weren't gonna pick him at all. Just we could ease in there.
Well, you know what?
Know that we gonna
at
get
the same time, they actually showed up to some of their days and stuff like that. It was like, they actually paying attention to some Georgia players this year.
And then you go, then when we left the event thinking that was it, they gonna trade back in and get James Pierce. This guy's a lot. They had James Pierce on their radar all along. But since Jalen Walker fall right into their lap, they couldn't pass up on that opportunity.
Hey, if you look at the fan bases,
that was perfect.
If you really look at the fan bases from old Georgia and Tennessee, you gotta think that's like
that's
prime Atlanta thing. You gotta think a lot. If you look at a lot of guys that went to Tennessee too, look at Alvin Kamara.
Yeah.
Look at Cordell. Right. Well, Kamara's from the Atlanta area.
Yes.
Shoot. I don't know. I don't think CP ain't from Atlanta, even though CP did go to Tennessee. You look at a lot of these teams like Tennessee, like at Georgia, or Georgia Tech, Clemson.
Yeah.
Even Alabama.
Yeah.
Those fan bases are deep in Atlanta.
Oh yeah.
So they're gonna resonate a whole lot.
Oh yeah. And Miss Christie, what you got to say on that, Jalen?
I think it's going to just put the pressure on the other draftees to step up. I mean, this is our year. This is our time. So it's good to hear that our OTAs have been so successful this year coming in. So the excitement is building. I'm not surprised. You know, every time we have this type of excitement, it's like one positive, two negatives, and then another positive story again. So again, this is how you know we're making a lot of changes.
That's right. You're right, because we don't have some controversy again this year. So we're going to because of that.
Turn the corner.
I'm going to the Super Bowl because of that, because we got a little controversy. So Miss Stina, I don't think you are a Dogs fan, I don't believe. I'm putting you on the spot. Are you a Dogs fan?
I roll with the Tide. Don't hate me, baby. It's still SEC. Don't hate me, baby.
Don't think
it's red and black. Is maroon and gray, baby.
Oh my God!
And you're rolling with the Tide.
You roll Tide.
No tea, no shade on Georgia, because one thing that, as you know, y'all know where Kirby Smart came from. So let's talk about it.
There you go.
Hey, you know what Kirby Smart went to school at, don't you?
Yes, I do. Yeah.
I know where his hometown at.
Oh, I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do, Georgia fan.
That's right. I'm going to Kirby Smart's hometown tomorrow to run my.
I know you are. I know what's going on. Ford F-150. Have a great time,
now, Miss Bama, can we put out one thing I can't say? I can say you guys ran a hell of a ball club, though.
Yes.
When it come to being number one in college football, it was always,
it was a tight ship.
So
just like Ryder was saying, like these coaches in the SEC are on a different caliber of type of coaches. So to be able to be like I said, I'm Roll Tide, so I got to see Julio, I got to see DH, I got to see all these different players in their college prime, knowing the impact. Okay,
really? I told him Roll Tide at the event.
It's so many. I mean, I can be here all night. Alabama produces, but
look at the pipeline of players they had. Of course, you had Julio, you had Derrick Henry, Calvin Ridley, Amari Cooper. Who else they had? Well, except for the quarterback, because they didn't do nothing. Well, the quarterbacks at Alabama went to shitty situations in the play. Yeah, they. Well, I was saying,
leave Bryce alone. Leave Bryce alone.
Well, no, I'm not talking about Bryce. I'm talking about Greg McElroy.
Well,
yeah, McElroy was a crazy situation. But look at the defensive players they churned out, though.
They did.
Yeah,
you can tell the difference in coaching. See what Saban's got going on. You see what Kirby got going on at Georgia. Shoot, look at Kalen DeBoer is not ready for that. He is not. He is in over his head right now.
Old dog. He's in a house divided with Bama and you.
Ooh, I was in that same house.
Well, I hope you're on the Roll Tide side.
Hey, look at the bright side. At least you ain't in there with somebody from Auburn.
No.
Yeah, that's the worst.
So this Tina B. So so you put your differences aside and everything else, and are you rooting for Jalen to be a good athlete?
I can. I'm gonna be honest. Like I watch draft. I like I said, I'm diehard. So I watch as soon as the season's over. I'm prepping for combine. I'm prepping for the draft. And the Falcons never cease to give us stress. Off season, during the season, it don't matter.
Never fail.
So, needless to say, I was chattering at my nails, praying. Lord, please don't let them mess up.
Please. Me and Cam was in there like with
please don't mess up.
We was there too.
Like this, like
because Jalen is a dog. And we needed him on our squad. So when I was pacing my house, like if we don't get Jalen Walker, I'm literally gonna leave.
We were yelling Jalen, and the whole fan base was yelling Jalen Walker. They were yelling
Jalen Walker. I would have thrown my TV out that window.
Man, I'm telling you, I would have jumped out my damn window, bro. No cap. And so for them to do that with the wherewithal, my phone was blowing up. But like,
we actually did the right thing
because we did, and I'm gonna claim it right now. Jalen Walker gonna be the steal of the draft.
It is.
Watch how he works. Watch how he works.
Of the year.
Watch what I say. He gonna be the steal. They're gonna be talking about this man after season. Like, what was the first 14 teams thinking?
Right. He's the rookie of the year.
I thought Carolina was gonna pick them up, and when they didn't pick them,
I could talk an hour about how dumb that pick was for them. I mean, between them and the Saints, I don't know who did worse. Anyways, I don't care.
Hold on, you said between who and the Saints?
Saints picked the player that
between who and the Saints
got his number.
Panthers and Saints, I don't give a damn. They both fucked up the draft.
Yeah.
Especially
they needed a quarterback and decided to pick.
Yeah.
The Saints
ain't got no money. So they had to do.
This man retired on their behinds.
He did retire on their behinds.
But to be honest with you, though,
he didn't
I don't like him. Derek Carr really did a good thing for the Saints as a team and as an organization. because the Saints been pushing off a rebuild for years, thinking that they just gonna be competing and they just gonna be that team. Derek Carr cooked up and served them a whole slice of humble pie. Let them know what he is.
But let's not forget that was the
Go ahead, I'm gonna read this to you, Miss Stina. They're asking you to come back on the show. And her name is Stina T. I've already told her she can come as much as she wants to on this show. She's a diehard
she wants
to. Braves fan. Atlanta sports fan versus not Georgia Bulldogs, but we gonna
Atlanta Dream fan too.
You know, everybody has a flaw.
You say she like the Braves. You like the Braves?
She like the Braves too.
Hey,
I'm 5 minutes from the stadium, man. I'm there all the time, man.
Look, we need you to come on the show. We all got to harass Magnus one time about the Mets.
You want to join us? You can be a regular if you want to. Look,
for
the Lady Birds.
Hey,
always
consider me a regular because this is fun. I can do this every Tuesday.
Oh yeah, we crack jokes.
Y'all do this every Tuesday during the regular season too.
And
is it every Tuesday during the regular season too?
Well, we try to do it every Tuesday in off season. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. We miss a couple of weekends.
We miss a couple of Tuesdays, but yeah.
Don't worry. I will make myself
every Tuesday
as available as I can on Tuesdays. Don't really worry about it. This is a lot of fun. Right. Thank you, Deshaun. Look at you, girl.
Deshaun did the recruitment on us.
Hold on.
Go ahead, man.
You have to watch every Tuesday. If you're not there, I'm gonna be upset because you're the reason why I'm on
there. You go.
There you go.
Faithfully,
and you got to tell 10 of your friends to tap in too. Okay.
Tell friends.
Give her dates of her tour. She will be doing some comedy at the end of the month. So
let me know when. I like her.
I go check her out as well.
Yeah,
I'm gonna give you a chance
to go down there.
Now, what we're gonna do, ladies and gentlemen, I want everybody. If you got a bottle somewhere, or if you want to do a shot of water, I'm gonna go downstairs and go get me a shot. We're gonna have me a birthday early shot.
All right, I'm gonna go get a shot then.
Okay, so everybody gonna join. Everybody intermission time, okay?
He said, "Let it go."
We'll play her skit one more time. So for the folks that's kind of late to the game, we'll play her video real quick in case you missed it. And I'm gonna go downstairs and get me a nice little shot of some alcohol.
Yeah,
because it's our birthday coming up, including Night Riders. So I'm about to be in the 40-40 club. Thank you. So we're gonna play her video again, and I'm gonna be running downstairs real quick.
So I'm a member of the CRAA. I don't know if you guys are. Comment Readers Association of America, Southeastern Division. So I take a lot of time to read comments on the social of the medias, and I was on Facebook the other day, and they asked a puzzling question that I had to answer. What is pollen? My answer, tree cum. No, seriously, it's tree cum. And I figured out trees are male. Why? Because they nut everywhere. They don't care in your hair, on your clothes. As soon as you step outside, you're choking on Get it out your throat, sis. Get it out your throat. And then in my neighborhood, I'm surrounded by trees. So when I step outside, it's like Big Booty Tree 69. I'm getting a whole tree orgy outside when I go out.
Whoa. Clean comedy. I didn't know. I didn't know.
No, it's hilarious. Okay. This is raw.
Yeah, we grown on here. Okay.
We grown.
Hey,
on this show.
Hey, the first thing was I just thought of. Imagine if Coach was here right now.
I know. My shot. Everybody got their shot?
I got my bill.
Or whatever you're drinking. If you're drinking water, I need everybody in the chat.
Christy got hers, I think.
Yeah, I got mine.
Yeah, she got her.
Okay.
Oh, look at it. She done ripped up a drink that quick.
You got a barista, don't you?
Oh, this is a professional. Yes,
we're gonna have to come to Mississippi now.
Oh yeah,
I got some of that Crown Royal Blackberry. If anybody ever tried that,
I
wonder how that is.
It's about gone. My brother's gonna get on me, but I'll get him another bottle. Okay. All right.
Yeah, I'm a tequila girl, so there's.
You ready?
We're ready.
Cheers! Happy birthday!
Happy birthday! Yeah.
Oh, that's so good. I love that. Blackberry. That's really good. It's smooth.
It is smooth.
Blackberry molasses.
I know.
Okay.
So anybody else celebrating a birthday this month?
Oh, shout out my little sister. She'll be she's on the 17th.
Gemini season.
And then I had somebody on the 1st, the 2nd. I have someone on the 6th, the 10th, and the 13th.
Wow.
Now you're putting the 4th on now, because that's my birthday. The birthday. A new way to look at pollen. A new way to look at pollen. Yes.
Coach.
For sure.
That's for sure. So y'all definitely, Stina, just let everybody know how to find you. You know, I know everybody was kind of late in the game. They probably didn't see that clip, so that's why I wanted to play it again. Yes. Just go ahead and just reintroduce yourself and just let everybody know where to find you. And then if you already have your dates up, you can kind of tell us where to find you as far as your comedy, where they can see you, if you don't mind.
What y'all know about that chicken head?
Hey,
go. Happy birthday. Go.
Hey.
Okay. Once again, first of all, I want to say thank y'all so much for inviting me to this. This was a lot of fun. I really appreciate it, Maggie. My name is Stina B. I am your favorite comedian's niece. I am a comedian, MC, and host. So if you have a birthday, bar mitzvah, or baptism that needs a host, holla at your girl. Absolutely. You can follow me on Instagram and TikTok at It's Stina B. That's ITS Stina B. I do post content on TikTok a lot more than I do Instagram, but I do post enough on Instagram too. I also do have a YouTube page. It's Stina B. I will start posting more content on there. So don't hate on me on that. But yes, so I have 2 shows at the end of the month.
Okay.
Monday, June 24th, I will be at Joe's Coffee House in East Atlanta Village.
Okay.
I'm the feature there that night, and the show is from 5 to 7 p.m. I also will be at Alley Stage in Marietta on June 24th. Show starts at 7. And I will be blessing that stage as well. And there could be other shows coming up. Sometimes I get thrown on a show last minute because they need somebody. So just be sure to follow my Instagram, follow my TikTok. That's where I update everybody. And yeah, come support your girl. Come book me.
Exactly. Book her, y'all. She is hilarious.
I got a DJ. We could do this.
We can do it. Well, I'm telling you, the Red and Black event, because we're gonna go digital when it comes to our Red and Black event for the next year. This year, I was like, nah, I ain't dipping in my pockets this year. So I'm gonna let y'all dip in your own pockets and meet up. Next year, I want to have Miss Stina B as a comedian on there. I want to have artists and everything else. We're gonna turn it all the way out for the next Red and Black event.
Oh, that's gonna be fun.
Everybody birthday wishes and everything else, but midnight is officially my birthday, June 1st. So find me on TikTok. I will probably be bringing that in with a shot. Then I'm going to bed.
All right.
I got to go to work. But you can donate to the Cash App. It's $ Atlanta Falcons Nation. If y'all want to throw some coins, get me some brunch somewhere. I can order me some McDonald's or something.
Come on, girl. Get you a 5-piece.
Yeah, honey.
Gemini gang. Gemini.
Get you a 10-piece hot lemon pepper. Come on.
I want some lemon pepper Lil Wayne's in Magic City. That'd be great.
Lil Wayne. With little claps. Cheek clapping. Okay, that's I ain't never heard nobody.
They're the biggest. They're the bitty wings.
They are. Hey, you right though, man. Them and the regular JR Crickets. The JR Crickets by me got regular size wings. Luckily.
Just wanted to show love. Thank you. Thank you.
Nice.
$5.
Yes.
I can go to Popeyes and get me a biscuit.
Girl, you $1 short from the big box.
Well, I'm telling you.
I'm telling you $1.
I can go to what's that? Church's Chicken. I could probably get something right there for
yeah.
Oh
yeah.
That church is the only thing that church on Old Neck go to. The only thing I like about it.
Okay, then.
Okay. All right.
Happy birthday, beautiful queen. Thank you. So
I'm about to say that might be Dre Murphy.
Before we wrap this on up, any other topics, or we think we're good here? I mean, I don't think it's really nothing else to talk about at this point.
I got one thing to say.
Okay.
Did anybody else forget that it's Gemini season?
I'm screaming.
You know, it's our season, man. We is here.
Speaking of, let's talk about. I got pictures, and yes, it's our season. It's time. Look, it's our season. We always get bad reps, but you got some amazing people like myself and Nyght Ryder. As long as you don't get on our bad side, you know it's a good time. Okay?
You know, I mess with y'all. You know, y'all are twins. I'm two fish. You know.
Hey,
I'm a fish too. I'm Pisces.
Okay.
How many you March queen?
March the 6th.
March 18th. Come on, Miss.
Oh, come on. Oh, that's my mom's birthday.
Hey.
Oh my God.
Your mama is a G.
Oh, my mother's birthday. Wow.
And shout out to the Rise
Your
Up
mama is
Tour.
Wonderful. Come on,
yeah, we had a good time.
We had us a good time in Bama.
We had a good
we
time.
actually met Christy.
A good
and that was
time.
so nice to finally meet her because it's, you know, we gotta have the Lady Birds. We gotta meet eventually once or twice in our, you know, seasons and everything else. So it was a pleasure to have her there. But they hosted it at the
Reddick.
The Reddick.
Yeah. Yeah, so as you can see, the Mario and all them in the back. A lot of people that came up to me and was like, Maggie, I really do enjoy what you guys are doing over here at the Lady Birds, the AFN show. Yes. This is the guy right here, Thomas, who's organizer of that whole tour. He got a big thing going where he just pretty much put everybody, all Falcons fan on the bus, and let's say we're going to Bama. Let's go. And the tickets were inexpensive, and if of course y'all want to be a part of that, there is memberships that you can join, and it's just an annual membership fee. But you
they got a payment plan, y'all. You don't have to pay the whole thing. You can pay.
Exactly. You got a payment plan too, so you ain't got to worry about paying up front.
After pay.
Yes, after pay. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Then we had Freddie Falcon.
He signed autograph.
A Lady Bird. Shout out to Christy for that.
I got a bone to pick with Freddie.
Oh boy, here we go.
Man, you want me to tell you about I went to Taco Mac to watch the game one time, and Freddie locked me out the door.
Oh,
I started kicking him in the beak. I'm like, Freddie, how you gonna do me like this, man?
Nobody cares about them Geminis. All about the, a sit down somewhere, Brian.
Oh my God.
Please.
Cry baby cancers. I
would have to say us Pisces get along with y'all Gemini. We have to blend in with y'all personality.
We don't get along beautifully.
That's right. You already know. Hey, in case y'all didn't know. Look, I see my butt. Look at his man.
Hey,
come on, Auntie Pam.
Roll Tide.
Roll
Tide, baby.
Hey, tell me why the hell Case of Washington look like
Miss Christy right there with the cheerleader.
Yeah,
you know what? Good night.
That was fun.
Case of Washington look like Key.
You know what, sir? Good evening.
You do look like Key.
Good day.
There go right there. A-Town down. Finally got a chance to meet some of the players. That was fun.
That was fun.
And then look at Mr. Freddie. He over there trying to
Freddie, he was a character.
he was trying to blow me kisses. He sat in front of me. I felt like Freddie Falcon was flirty.
Yo.
And I'm like, you know what? Can we get a regular picture, Freddie? And
that's outside the bus.
That's outside the bus. It was.
That bus looked like it top notch.
Oh,
it was nice.
It was really.
Hey, y'all better be glad I wasn't on that damn bus.
That's the next time you're gonna be a part of that.
You need to get on it.
Boy, look, if I was on that damn bus, I guarantee you won't nobody get no sleep on that bus.
Oh, they put you sleep?
Yeah,
we wasn't sleep. It was some people trying to close their eyes, but we was hyped the whole entire time.
They were hyped.
Jello shots, all of that.
Yeah.
You made a damn Jello shot.
Oh shoot.
Thomas provided that Jello
and then somebody
shot.
else had some Jello shots on there too. So I was good.
And they were passing it out freely.
I was lit before we even got to the restaurant. I'm saying
yes.
So all I did was
I heard y'all went to Buc-ee's and got the brisket.
We got Buc-ee's too. Yeah, we stopped by Buc-ee's too.
Hey, that brisket.
So
hey,
you know we had our
fresh brisket on the board.
I know, right?
That's what they were saying.
Hey, the only thing I hate about my job, my job, I have to deliver the bucket. Sometimes we have to deliver to the one in Warner Robins, right?
Yeah.
Hey, Night Rider.
Yeah.
I did try those Bieber chips. Me and
Maggie told you they were good.
They were good.
Yeah.
They were good.
Oh yeah. The only thing I hate about it, we had to deliver the buckets early in the morning. And then the one lady that always be in the damn freezer, we call her Sub-Zero. She stayed in that freezer all day. She is a pain in the ass. But that's the only thing I like about we had to beat it.
Was fried chicken. They sold fried chicken in there.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
They sell everything.
Fried chicken. This particular Buc-ee's did. Sell fried chicken and French fries.
Robin to get that shit together.
The person sitting
they had fried chicken.
Seat, he was eating it.
Yeah.
I said, I wish I'd known that. I would have got fried chicken.
Oh, beaver
next time I go to the one in Warner Robins, I'm gonna go find out. I was like, hey,
the beaver nuggets,
fried chicken
the
on that
praline pecans.
Them pecans was good.
Oh, they got the jerky too.
What you talking about, Will? What are you talking about? Pick that wing.
They got the beef jerky too. Yeah, I think they got lemon pepper jerky in there.
Yeah, they got all kinds of beef
all
jerky.
types of junk.
All types.
Oh yeah, and what's the I think not the praline. What's the yeah, they're right. Yeah, the pecan. I don't know why the hell I'm thinking about praline. Yeah.
So on that note, people, we're gonna go ahead and probably wrap this on up. Yes. Yeah. I thank everybody that tuned in to us. We'll be back next week. I do have a special surprise sooner or later in the next couple of weeks. We might have a former football player coming on. Ooh. I got his personal phone number now, and he's already told me he'll be out of town in the next 2 weeks, but he'll be back. Let me know.
Girl, don't have me on the edge of my seat.
Can I just say burner? I'm just saying. Put it out there.
Oh, here you go.
I'm there. I am there.
Awesome.
I cancel whatever reservation I have. I'm there.
Hey, so once he gives me the heads up that it's good to go, we will have that special man on the show, and it's going to be an honor because you know what? I love that player.
Yes.
Oh, here you go.
I'll be ready. Miss Tina B, I'm gonna let you know when that episode is, so you can come on ahead and be a part of that.
Yes.
Don't worry, I'm gonna be here next week.
Okay, you'll be here.
You'll be here every week.
Hey, you are more than welcome. So I'll start adding you to the send this link chat so we can get you up in here. She's officially
Lady Bird.
Hey, send me the logo so I can put it on my page, girl. I'm a
Yes. Y'all heard it here first. So y'all be on the lookout for my upcoming announcement about that player attending our show. It's gonna be a hell of a show because, of course, one thing about us over here at Atlanta Falcons Nation, we highlight the celebrities like Miss Tina B. We could have just had her come on here and talk about her Falcons, but we want to make sure that everybody knows who she is as well, a little bit about her bio and where to find her. So y'all definitely let me know you followed her and you'll be attending some of her shows. And she'll be back here next week. And we're going to have a lot more comedy and have a lot more things to go because I love humorous people because I'm silly myself. So
I got to on the show on the weekend. Y'all got to live in the country, man.
Being too serious is boring.
It is.
Laugh a little. Have some fun. Have some good ones.
Right.
So we ain't like the ordinary ESPNs and all that. We get silly around here and we say what we want to feel around here. So Vogue, that's right.
So y'all ever tune into an episode of the Regulators, you'll see what the hell we talking about.
Them fools right there, they great. Regulators on Sunday morning at 11 a.m. Eastern. Oh yeah, y'all go back and tune into some of those episodes. Them guys crazy. On that note, we're gonna go ahead and close this on out. Nyght Ryder.
Yeah.
Got a birthday coming up. Just let us know where to find you and everything else.
Hey man, y'all already know what it is. Your boy Nyght Ryder on the track. The three-time UATL Rap Producer of the Year. Y'all can find me on all social media platforms, Twix, Instagram, TikTok at NyhtRyder229, all Y's, no I's. Y'all can hit me up on Snapchat at NyhtRyderFDU. I'm going to let y'all know right now. The June 15th episode of The Regulators, I will be live on location from Lifestyle Holiday Vacations Club in Puerto Plata, Dominican Republic.
Wow.
And I ain't gonna have no kids over there with me like Maggie's always say.
Mother's trying to say he got legitimate kids out there.
This man here literally think I damn created a whole population of the Brave Farm team in the Dominican Republic. But hey, if y'all ever get a chance, man, y'all tune into us, man. 11:05 every Sunday morning, the Regulated Podcast. Shout out to Big Ed. Shout out to Magnus. Shout out to Coach.
Yep.
Shout out to Mike. Shout out to Tactician.
Yep.
Mr. Fluff and Tickle Sunday himself.
Yeah.
But y'all know what the hell going on. Yeah.
He does massages, Miss Stina.
Hands.
Down.
Yes.
He fluffing
Hands.
hands.
And
He actually, I booked him for a friend of mine's, her birthday, and he did a hell of a job, though. I can say that. He did a good job. You know, she was like, I'm so relaxed. I don't want to do anything else. I was like, and that's how it should be. You know? Don't do one like that. All right, Mr. Nyght Ryder, thank you for letting everybody know. We wanted to go to the Dominican Republic with you, but unfortunately,
I know, hey, life be life. Hey, don't worry about it. 2026 for the 41st.
We're going to
Jamaica, y'all.
Yep, absolutely. So that's the trip for next year. We're gonna pre-plan that one. Tax season, don't spend no money. Y'all gonna, you know, I don't really want to go on the Falcons cruise. I really want to do my own thing. So we're going to Jamaica. For our birthday, we're going to Jamaica. So that's where we go. All right. On that note, Miss Pam, let everybody know where to find you and everything else.
I'm on this podcast every Tuesday at 8. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, even on TikTok. But I would like to say a special birthday wish to my youngest daughter. She'll be 30 on June the 11th. And to my oldest daughter, she'll be 39 on June the 15th.
Okay.
So Christina and Danielle, if you listen, happy early birthday.
Is she the day after mine?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. One thing about singing, I can't sing for myself, so
I can dance. That's all I can do.
Oh, me too.
I ain't got no singing voice.
Well, I can dance like hell. I dance till the light come on.
I know, dance.
If y'all been to a red and black event, y'all see me out there with them two.
And we were dancing in Birmingham. We were definitely dancing down there.
You have been on the floor with us. It was
that boots on the ground. Come on.
Oh yeah.
Yes. And they had the DJ was good. The DJ
I ain't got no
really
fan, but I'm gonna find one of them fans that be plugged in on the floor. I'm gonna grab that fan. I'll be out there juking with that motherfucker.
I'm telling you, he did it. There's a video of Nyght Ryder with a regular box fan talking about where them fans at.
I know, right?
Where them fans at. Whoa. That's another funny one right there.
Got my boots on the ground.
Me and him get together is hilarious. And Miss Christy, let everybody know where we can find you as well, Miss Ma'am.
Hey, I'm like Miss Pam every Tuesday at 8 Eastern time here and on everybody else's platform. Shout out to everybody that always post us up when we come in the room and remind everybody about our show tonight. It's because of you that you help make us be very successful. Yes. And welcome, Stina B.
Yes.
Thank you so much for gracing us with your presence. And come back. We would love to have you. Come back.
Yes. I'm Zen. I'll come back just for you, Chrissy.
She is going to be the regular now. She said send her logo. We officially, and this time it was my recruitment, Pam. This is my recruitment here. Normally Pam has her hand in everybody, but this time
I had 2 recruitments in there.
Yeah. This time, we fucked each other the long way already.
Maggie said, not this time.
This is my recruit. Not a box fan. All right, and I know Miss TV, we already found out where you was at. Miss Xtina be everywhere.
Yep.
So
everywhere. In your dreams tonight.
Okay. So I feel like another shot for myself, even if you don't have one. I'm gonna take me one more. And then you can find me probably on TikTok closer to midnight, where I will probably be turning it up for at least about an hour till I fall asleep, because it's officially about to be my birthday.
That's right.
And your 40th. Blessings.
40th.
Come on now.
Blessings.
So
I'm telling you.
Honor. It's my baby's already talking about don't come out your room because I work from home. They was like, Mama, don't come out your room tomorrow. I was like, can I go and get something to eat? What y'all got? But
they got something planned for you.
They got something planned. They were like, please don't leave. I was like, okay, well, I guess y'all gonna be bringing me plates and food and stuff, because thankfully I have a bathroom in my bedroom. You know, good Lord. But I'm excited about tomorrow. Like I said, y'all can find me at backstage if you are in Atlanta, on the south side of Atlanta. I think the show starts at 8 p.m. Those that know me, I am a diehard Prince fan. And so I will be there. They're going to have like a tribute to him. And thank you, T. Terry. Thank you. Great show. It's time to do some work. Go ahead and do some work, man. It's International ain't running. So they're doing a tribute to him. Wednesday nights at backstage, and for the older crowd, they do a lot of live music. Don't be afraid. Backstage will take care of you. They got good security out there. Your cars won't get broke up in and all that kind of stuff. I know it's Old National, but at least backstage, we got people that know how to behave, because we 40 and plus at that spot.
Okay.
So, ain't no young in that though. So they doing a tribute to Prince, and I will be so in the building for that one. So and then Saturday I will be at Atlantic Station. I will be at one of the Mexican spots out there, and then we're going to be taking it some bowling at Pinstrikes, or whatever it's called, out there at Atlantic Station. So that's what I'll be doing. So if you want to be a part of that, message me and say, hey, Maggie, I want to join you for either Wednesday night or Saturday. Okay.
Hey, Maggie, I got one question. If they going to play some basketball out there?
I know Prince was a basketball player, y'all.
This bores me.
Pancakes, everybody.
Basketball. What do you say? Your friends.
Y'all leave Prince alone.
And the revolution.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you for the flowers. Hey, ladies. Thank you, Mucho, for tuning in today. If you caught the end of it, go back and rewind this back. And I will drop Miss Tina's links to how to reach her. And then she'll be posting when you can go see her live and do some comedy, because she is hilarious. Thank you for being with us tonight. But we're getting ready to close this on out. Just like Miss Pam said, thank you guys for joining our podcast. Please like and subscribe. To all Atlanta creators, thank you again. And those that shout out us, those that walked up to us and was like, man, Maggie, I really like what you guys doing over here, Lady Bird. Yeah. And those don't get unnoticed. I'm telling you. It humbles me that, you're tuning in to watch us tonight. All right. On that note, I'm going to go ahead and give you guys back your evening. We're going to take this last birthday shot.
Hey. The 40.
It don't matter. It don't matter. Lady Bird, what's the word? Yeah, you heard.
Make it fire.
Make it fire. Out the door, people. On that, good night, everybody. And I'll see you guys next week.
Bye, everyone. Good night.
Good night.